Alright, so hey guys, and welcome back to Becoming Beautiful TV. It's me, Nikki, and I'm so happy you guys are here. I'm really excited about this video today. I'm really excited about talking to you guys. As you can see from the title, I'm just going to be giving you just like a up close and personal look into my life, and kind of the reason why I am on my journey. And it's because I wasn't as feminine as I thought, and truthfully there were like a lot of telltale signs, but the knowledge that we have and we're blessed with right now, we had not had in previous times. So I'm thankful to be on this journey because it's teaching me so much. But I'm excited, so let's just dive right in. Okay, so in this video, I am going to be discussing how I found out I wasn't feminine, just like different things that just stood out to me, now, and just like a lot about my life, what happened previously in the past, some, glimpse into my marriage and different things like that. So I just really want to share this with you guys so y'all can know. All right, so now, in the beginning, most people probably would think that, yeah, she's like very feminine, right? Because of how I used to dress. Since I was like 12 years old, y'all, I have loved heels. I have loved modeling. I have loved just being the essence of being a woman, the essence of being a girl, the essence of being a female. I have loved all that, from the fashion to the clothes. Like, that was just like a big love thing that I had. And I just like, Rosie, you always trying to get in the video, like, what's up with that? Go sit down. I loved it, y'all. Like, I remember my mom's best friend. Oh, I loved her dearly. I did. She was like amazing, right? Her name was Demetrius. We called her Miss Whaley. And she used to like she was a traveling nurse. So she had like a lot of different patients and stuff like that. So there was like this one patient, I believe the lady may have either she had died or she just had like a lot of clothes and stuff, and she was just like giving it away. Y'all, this lady had like a pair of heels. Y'all, and she had like invited like us, like I used to be with her like 24/7, like 24/7. Like, she was like another mom, really. And I went to the house, y'all. I'm gonna be a quick story, right? I ain't gonna take too much of your time. But I went to the lady house, y'all, and this is when this was like maybe not my first pair of heels, because I had like some clear heels, back in the day you had them clear heels, kind of like what they have now, it had the little chunky heel, and I wore it to like a little formal, a winter formal or something like that. So I had those, but these was like my first heels that like I actually really liked, right? And I wore them every time, right? So I wish I still had them. They were some cheetah print, no, leopard. They were like cheetah or leopard, but they had like the fur, like feel ingrained into it. Y'all, these shoes were like really expensive heels. Like, this lady obviously had money. She had like furs and all that at the house. And y'all, like, I seen those shoes, I put those on. I fell in love, right? Y'all, I fell in love with those heels. So I have always been a heel girl, right? I've been a heel girl all my life. When I got those pairs of shoes, they were like pointy toe. They had like a boom heel on it. They were like classic. Like, if I had them today, I could still rock them today, and the girls wouldn't be able to tell me anything. Oh, y'all, they were so cool. Okay. Whew, all right. But y'all, I'm just thinking about those heels. I love those heels. I wish I still had them. Katrina, she took it all. But those heels were my jam. I wore them to church all the time. Like, yeah, I felt so ladylike and feminine in those heels, right? So y'all, that's like where I first fell in love with like heels, right? So, I wanted to be a model. I love being feminine. Like, I switched my hair all the time. Like, Yes, y'all. Like I used to switch my hair often. So really love being a girl, right? That's just the basics of it all. I love being a girl. I love being a lady. I love to feel fabulous and fancy. But little did I know from trauma from the past, like I had became a really blunt person. And I remember this time before I got married to my husband, we were just dating. I don't even know if we were engaged or whatever. But I remember he said this was like really concerning to him because I was just like, I don't know what it was, but he thought what I said was like really like, whoa, like that's kind of rough and rash. And then also his best friend thought the same thing, right? He was like, whoa, that's kind of like why, and I was just like just being, I'm a very honest person, so if you want an honest opinion, I will give you one. So I'm very honest, and I was very blunt, right? Now I am so blunt, but I know how to speak, right? But yeah, I was very blunt, and I just, would say things, and I'm just like, well, the person just obviously don't have tough skin if they were offended by it. Something's wrong with them. Or something was really wrong with my deliverance. I remember my husband told me he was like really nervous to get married to me because he wanted a feminine woman. He wanted a woman who was just really womanly, and that's what he thought I was. And then I have moments like that. Y'all. Well, it gets deeper because as I get into my marriage and stuff like that, in the beginning it's like all great and stuff like that, but then there's moments where we have arguments or disagreements, and I am very rash and just blunt with my words and not choosing them wisely, and really honestly operating in masculine energy, right? So y'all, it was just crazy, and I'm going through this journey, and then we get up in like this I end up having like ongoing conflict with one of my friends, right? And I'm having this ongoing conflict. And we were like really close, so it was like a lot of things was happening was really affecting us, right? And y'all, it was crazy, but it was really affecting us and affecting our relationship, and our relationship kind of went just like down. And one is because I would be really honest and I would be really blunt, and I wouldn't think about how I'm saying it, right? I'm thinking about what I'm saying, but I ain't thinking about how I'm delivering it, right? And y'all, it was just really bad. My husband, just like, hey, you have to learn how to deliver stuff. And that was like one of the hardest seasons going through that, because I was like, something just definitely just wrong with her, obviously, because if like, why are you dishing out if you can't take, But at the same time, I had to learn how to deliver. So I'm going through all that, and, I get to a point in my life and I'm just learning about like the female, like, and how we are supposed to operate, right? And I realized I don't operate like a female. I operate like a man. I'm very masculine. And I seen how that was affecting my marriage. I seen how that affected relationships. And I said, you know, and it's not to say that it is just how, when I say reflective relationship, I don't want you to think that I was just doing things to like hurt the person. It was just my deliverance on the things that was happening. Things could have been smoothed over a lot clearer, but my deliverance was wrong. So just want to say that if I didn't make that clear. But it was affecting everything, right? And I had to learn, for me, if I never yield sometimes, that would just basically cause everyone else around me not to yield. And I had to learn, in a marriage, as a woman, we have to yield. And by us yielding, that helps the man to yield as well. So people, we need that. We have to know how to yield to people as a feminine woman. And me, I did not know how to do that. I wanted to say how I wanted to say it, and they just had to take it, like that's just how I was. I was all salt, very just bitter with my words. And I had to fix that. And I'm tapping into the feminine energy, and I'm just like learning more and more. And I'm like, girl, you're so masculine. So I started doing a lot of shadow work. I'm starting to do a lot of inward work inside of me. And I'm like, I gotta change this. I gotta change who I am. And that's how we end up here. I was like, I have to change who I am. So I just thought, like, clearly just righting all my wrongs, because I'm like, I have to do it. And I'm a person, I am, if you're a person I care about, and obviously something is bothering me, I am going to bring it up, and I'm going to try to bring it up in the nicest way and smooth it out. And I had one of my friends that, like, she told me, like, she said, but you know what? You're not vulnerable, because we had like a little disagreement. And I was like, I think that you have been avoiding me. Y'all, like, literally, I am going to say it. Obviously, the way that I said it in a text message, I said it very, like, lovely and nice. That's what my attempt was to say it very lovely, very nice, and everything like that, which I did have my husband look it over, y'all, because I don't want to say anything wrong. I let my husband look over a lot of messages if I'm like talking on something that may be real touchy or something that could be taken wrong. I always let him look over my messages, like, please tell me, did I say this right? And that's when, I just was like telling her, I was like, you know what? I think you haven't been a good friend and different things like that. Well, I didn't tell her a good friend. I just told her that I think she's been distant, and I'm not sure if it's because of this or because of that or whatever. I just felt like neglected in a sense. And then she just kind of like, she was like, well, you're not open, you're not vulnerable, you don't really, and I was like, yes, I am open, which I am an open person. But I'm just not going to be like the girl that's going to say, hey guys, this is my life story, right? I'm not like that. And I'm trying to be more like that, because I'm learning that as a feminine woman, you should be open, you should be more vulnerable, and because that's how you connect, right, with people. And that's how women connect, is through that vulnerability and through that openness. So I was just like, okay, you're right. I didn't say that on the phone. I would just like explain myself and just saying, like, I am an open person. Like, I will, if it's organic and it comes up, if you say, hey girl, I struggle with this, then I'll be like, girl, you know what? I struggle with that too. I'm just not going to be like, like, it's just, that's just never been my style, because I always just seen girls do that, very, very catty, and just, tell all and stuff like that. But there's a way you can tell people and speak and stuff like that. I'm not just saying you should just go out there and just be, this is my life. No, I think you should, say things, know when to hold certain things, know who you're in front of, because you don't want it to just be like telling it just to nobody, like, somebody be like, she did what? Oh, this is gonna be good, and then they go put all your business. No, you have to be selective. You still have to be selective and wise, and just be very discerning about who you're talking to, because you don't want to just like say everything. But when I'm in a safe space, I can just talk, right? And I'm working on it a whole lot. With far as just trying to be more open, trying to be more vulnerable, and just not thinking everybody's out to get me, because I think I pick a lot of great people to be around. Everybody that I've been around, I pick really great people, but I am very selective, because I never want to tell somebody something and then it gets out in the air, and just out of spite or something like that. I never liked situations like that. So it's just like, nah. But I really just realized that, hey girl, hey, you have to learn how to be open. And I text my friend back like the next day. I was like, just like studying some femininity stuff, and I just was like, I apologize. I haven't been open to you. Like I am not vulnerable. And I apologize. I'm gonna try to be better at that and stuff like that. And that's like true. Like y'all, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I will apologize. Like I do not care. Like I'm wrong. Okay, I'm gonna apologize because it's gonna eat me up inside anyway. So I gotta let you know, I ain't afraid to like apologize and stuff like that. Like that ain't me. I'm real honest in my approach. But I'm truly thankful for this journey because this journey is just showing me a whole lot about myself, and I really hope that you guys would just stay on, like, you know be interested enough to just come back and watch, because maybe it's like you're thinking that, oh, I want to be more feminine too, or whatever, or maybe you think that you are feminine and then you might turn out that you might not be, or maybe you are just feminine and you got a girl going on. All right, but I'm just learning because operating in the feminine energy, this is not about me just saying I want to be, I don't know, soft life. I feel like I live a pretty soft life, but this is about me being better as a person. In overall general terms, I'm being better as a person by operating in my feminine energy, because if I know how to operate in my feminine energy, I know how to basically connect with everybody. It's like my life is going to be at ease at home, at places. People are just going to want to be around me, and it's just going to attract all good to me. All good. So I think that's what happens when you operate in your feminine energy, because it's just like I'm being mindful. Like I'm more mindful of what I say. I'm more mindful of how I act. Like literally, I tell my husband, I say, if I get like really cool on the phone, if I like get a little, and I don't really talk with like a soft voice and whatever. And feminine is not saying that we all have to talk like this all the time, because when you're with your friends, you can laugh, you can joke. I mean, when you're with your husband, you can laugh and joke too. Like you can laugh and you can joke, but there is a way. You don't want to be like, brass and loud and just, draw all the kind of attention to you like that. It's just like, you still want to be a lady, because like honestly, when you are like that, I'm learning, and I can see from the difference of how you're treated and how people are willing to like bless you and do stuff for you. Okay, it's like crazy. Like people are really willing to do more for you when they recognize that softness. It's like, oh, homegirl soft, let me help her. Okay, and I love that. I love that. Right? So that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs up, like it, and subscribe for more if you're not subscribed. Share it with a friend, and I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.